It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins under the lights on Sunday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. Returning it, Justice Hill. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
Right to the air is Jackson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, 3 and out to start the game would have been a real disappointment. So this is a nice job of finding something you think will work and executing it. And they're able to keep this opening drive going.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big time play for him on a short one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. The 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in.
I think we can safely say they came out to be aggressive on the opening series, Charles. They didn't run the ball once. All that passing, it does get them the 3-0 lead.
I think what we saw there, partner, was a true definition of football balance, which means doing what you want to when you want to on offense. And in this case, it was throwing the football. They may mix in running the football a little bit more as this game goes on. But this opening drive, while it stalled out, it still gave them 3 points.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs.
A 1st down run there by Mostert, but it won't accomplish much. In fact, officially, he'll only get back to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10.
Tua going to throw.
The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
We have so many different terms for 3rd down, 3rd and short, 3rd and long, 3rd and manageable. How about 3rd and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the 1st down.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Tua.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and a really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. The return man is Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Tua now on 1st down.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Jackson going to keep it running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
That puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he and he's going to go down again. Bradley Chubb, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And taken right at the 35. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
The quick feet by Jackson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Powering forward. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here's a 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Dolphins offense returning to the field.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. Maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
They go play action now. Jackson. And it'll be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A run with Mostert up the middle. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. A give left side. Here's Achane. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now 2nd and 5. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ballgame.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Shrugs him off. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, it's Berrios, complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there, but sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
2nd and 7.
Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Escaping the pressure right. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 5.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run for it with Achane. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Tua going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air an extra count or 2, hoping someone comes into contact.
Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now an option play on second down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Miami set to take over.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Miami. 59 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tua sets up to pass it.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Over the middle, it's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before it's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, sometimes you read a defense thinking pass rush, and you see them on those sprinter stances. You think you can get that quick hitter to the fullback and have it go for 7, 8, 9 yards, but not that time. They stuffed him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 25. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and fighting Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter. But the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Tua. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw caught by Flowers.
The broken tackle but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
To throw is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews.
And Andrews going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's up past the 45-yard line.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He finds Bateman over the middle. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. In motion left, Flowers. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 89 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.